Let's see what the old progressive voice has done. Let's see. Joy-Ann Reid. Oh, boy.
So it appears Joy-Ann Reid is on.
Yeah, because she said something incredibly stupid. Let me see if I can find the clip really quickly before we get into this. Oh, hell, Joy Reid gives a shit. See, today. See, this week. See if I can find it here. God damn it. This week. Okay, I think Anthony Bryan
criticized as a race.
Let me see if he plays the clip. Okay, now this is from Anthony Bryan Logain's channel. So shout out to Anthony Bryan Logain. Yeah, by the way, look, yeah, real racist conservative. Anyway,
The Q thing more than anybody else. MSNBC, ABC, CBS, any kind of left-leaning station or far left-leaning place, they're going to push Q more than anybody. They're trying to paint all Trump supporters, all 75, 80, how it started. Now, I think Bari Weiss, if I'm not mistaken, she's somebody that used to be with New York Times. So this is a former lefty, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But
sorry, Anthony Bryan Logain. Let me see if I can find. I thought I was getting close to finding it. Boy, they must have scrubbed this shit from the internet right quick. Because I can't. Alright, I'll have to do this thing. And
alright, guys, so I caught this very ridiculous segment from Joy Reid, who I've told you guys multiple times.
Alright, fuck it. Never mind. Basically, Joy Reid said that anyone who likes tax cuts, me, and who voted for Trump, me, I would give up my tax cuts just to be able to say the N-word, like they did way back in the day. No, I wouldn't, because, here's the thing, Joy, I can say it right now, and there's nothing legally you can do about it, because of freedom of speech. I'll happily take the tax cut and not use it. It's fine. And she got a bunch of backlash from conservatives, like she should, because it's an incredibly stupid statement. Anyway, let's get into the Progressive Voice's take on this. I know, I'm dealing with somebody in middle school, but whatever.
Under fire from a lot of conservatives, I should say, for a comment that's honestly a really interesting and fascinating debate, because it's really hard to determine which is more important to conservatives, whether it's racism or it's your tax cuts and deregulation.
Dude, you can be racist right now if you want. This is the United States of America. In fact, making hate speech or racism illegal is against the law.
It's always the question, right? So this is the comment that got Joy-Ann Reid under a lot of, fire. So here's what the article says. It says, veteran MSNBC host Joy Reid recently made comments on Twitter regarding conservatives' secret desires to say the N-word. The tweet was immediately met with backlash from well-known Republicans. Quote, I'll say it again, people on the right would trade all the tax cuts for the ability to openly say the N-word like in the, quote, good old days. To them, not being able to be openly racist and discriminatory without consequence is oppression. Trump is the avatar for this freedom.
As opposed to black people being openly racist and oppressive to white people?
And then a bunch of people, Bari Weiss and Dinesh D'Souza and all these people came out.
Oh yes, because any black person that dares go against Joy Reid. Of course, they have to be an Uncle Tom, right? Right. By the way, it's been a while since I've read Uncle Tom's Cabin, so maybe I'm wrong on this. Wasn't he the hero of the fucking book? Wasn't he the hero? Wasn't he the martyr?
Really angry, saying it was really reckless comment. But let's be real here.
Because it's stupid! They can say it right now! They can do anything they like this right now! It's not illegal! But you're still forced to pay tax cuts!
Man, a lot of conservatives and even conservatism as an ideology is just racist. And, I would say a lot of things, if not most things, have racial undertones to them. But certainly, every time it seems like you see a politician who's trying to claim they're not racist, there's always a lot of evidence for them actually being racist. Like, remember when Mark Meadows had that whole situation where he said, "Oh, my nephew is black, calling me racist is offensive."
Matt mentioned, there'll be a, smoking rants about the future of the channel.
Offensive. And then they found a video of him a couple years ago being like, "Oh yeah."
Hold up.
Where he came from.
Sorry.
And so anytime you see that kind of thing and you look into them, it's like, oh wait, they said a bunch of racist stuff. And it's so common.
Tanya Hazakosa said a bunch of racist shit. I mean, I could go it on the other side. I just used him because I did a video on him before you. Again, you do know that racism doesn't go just one way there, kiddo.
And yeah, there are a lot of white people and conservatives who do say the N-word in private with hard R.
Oh my God, they say things in private. Who the hell cares? It'd be like if a bunch of black people in private were talking like a bunch of black revolutionaries that want to kill all whitey. Well, they say it in private. I don't care what anyone says in private. Because there's a key word. It's called private. I don't give a shit what people talk about at private gatherings. Nor do I, quite frankly, give a shit what they talk about at public gatherings. Words don't affect people. Fuck off.
And you also got to really look at the history of this. I don't know how many of you guys know who Lee Atwater is, but he was a political strategist on...
Oh, I played it. I beat it.
I think all the way through...
With the famous Konami code.
...election, and then he died going into the second election for George H.W. Bush where he lost. But remember the Southern strategy, there's this audio of him talking about the Southern strategy, and he says, we had to change it up basically from saying the N-word, except he said it, full on with the hard R in that clip. And he says, you start saying being against forced busing and tax cuts and all this other stuff. And so there's ways to find loopholes sort of around being so abrasive and so upfront with your racism. And so there's a lot more concealed racism amongst these people. So, there's a Ben Shapiro tweet where he says something like...
Like I said, I never said I was good at video games. I said I was entertaining at them.
If you have an EBT card, wear a hat backwards, and have sagging pants, you're nothing at life or whatever. It's just finding these long way roads and...
You do know that Ben Shapiro is probably is a member of probably the most oppressed group in history, the Jews. You do know that. And yeah, black people are disproportionately represented in the welfare system. And while I'm sure there's white women that do this, there's a disproportionate amount of black women that do the same thing, aka have more kids to get more government money that they don't take care of. And again, is this a problem in the white community too? Yeah, you're damn right. Hell, I'll give you a perfect example. Lady freaks out over food stamps. And hopefully I can pull it right up. Of course I can't. Damn it, I should have a list of shit to call up. But You know what? I'll give you this clip. Well, actually, no. There's the famous guy of a woman yelling at a guy using food stamps. And it's a white male, a straight white male using food stamps. Now me, I wouldn't yell at him. And if he really looked like he was in desperation, I might even pay for his groceries. Because I'm that guy. Yeah, I'm a selfish dickhead, but I still do have a small... But then again, let's look at this thing from Georgia from 9 years ago.
And frustration from...
This is from Georgia. This is for food stamps. Do I have to point out the obvious?
Dozens of Clayton County parents who say their children are going hungry tonight after their food stamps were suddenly cut off.
Again, you could stand in line for 8 hours, but you can't get a job?
Fox 5's Justin Gray is at the live desk with the story that is all new tonight on The Edge. Justin.
Tom, state officials admit to me tonight that something went wrong down in Clayton County at the office that administers food stamps and Medicaid, but they're still not sure what. Parents tell me tonight they can't buy food without those food stamps.
Can't buy food without those food stamps. I suppose the thought of getting a job is out of the question. That's just, that's just serving the white man?
This food stamp.
Again, this is the shit that Dr. Martin Luther King would be rolling over in his grave. You know, he once famously said in a 1964 or 1963 interview, said that in 40 years, they would have a black president. You know, you might have well called him fucking goddamn Nostradamus because he was almost right. It was roughly about 40 years later that Barack Obama, a black man, was elected not once, but twice. And now, what is the black community reduced to? A bunch of mewling infants, dependent on government, and can't even be bothered to better themselves. Congratulations, Dr. King. This is what you fought for, and I have to take a whiz. By the way, this video is years old, so bear that in mind.
Card ain't got number 17 cents on it.
Terry Clark says she stood in line for more than 6 hours at Clayton.
So she can stand in line for 6 hours, but she can't be bothered to get a job for 6 hours.
Clayton County's Human Services office because food stamp help for her 6 children unexpectedly ended.
Oh, and she has 6 kids. Probably by conservatively at least 3 baby daddies.
There's no telling my kids that we can't eat. I'm not taking no because my babies don't deserve that. Nobody kids should go hungry down here in Georgia.
Oh, shut the fuck up. First off, you get $640 a month in food stamps. That is more than enough to build a pantry. So if you do have a thing where this government money that you're dependent on glitches, you can still eat. And yes, if you're that desperate, there are food banks and other charities. Nobody goes hungry in America. We're the fattest nation on earth. But no, what do you do with your food stamp money? Oh yeah, you spend every last nickel of it.
State officials say this office was overwhelmed today, with dozens of families facing a similar problem. The food stamps just not there.
Do I have to say the obvious?
Me and my kids, they haven't ate since this morning. And I was supposed to get my food stamps yesterday and I didn't get nothing.
They haven't ate since this morning, so it's lunch and they're hungry. Why are you not at work?
So they was getting angry. They started banging on the windows.
A state spokesperson tells me what happened here today was out of the ordinary and it was unexpected, but they say they're not sure what exactly went wrong. What was the glitch that led to this mess?
Our budgets have not increased. They've been actually decreased.
This director admitted to me there were problems here as he tried to calm fears. And his statement as state spokesperson says, quote, "We have both state and county staff working to understand the cause of the..."
What is wrong with these people getting jobs?
problem today. We are working to ensure people receive their food stamps as soon as possible.
I'm a cancer patient. I need these pills to survive. Okay?
Candace Bennett says her cancer medications have nearly run out, and after spending all day here, her Medicaid and her food stamps are both still on hold.
When are y'all gonna come through? When you gonna come through?
The thought of getting a job didn't occur to you? So you wouldn't have this problem? The thought of getting a nest egg didn't come through?
When I'm on my last pill, or better yet, when I'm dead, and then I won't need it.
State officials say that.
Well, let's see, you're a ward of the state, so there was a better video on this, too. Oh, God, this woman. Already did that. I gotta do this woman.
Watch what Obama welfare leech does after Trump cancels her food stamps. Well, I guess it's not playing. I guess we're going to read the rest of the article. During Obama's...
Alright, fuck it, I'm done with that. Jesus Christ. And that was a fairly famous video way back in the day. Alright, we'll try this
And frustration.
Let's see if this has anything new. God damn it, 'cause there was another woman on here. Alright, fuck it.
New at 4, thousands of Metro Atlantans are finding out they are no longer eligible for food stamps. The change affects Cobb, Gwinnett, and Hall counties. Channel 2 Sophia Choi is live in Cobb County. And Sophia, this involves able-bodied adults who are now required to go to work.
Gee, that's so horrible. Able-bodied adults forced to work. Oh, God, no. Oh, no, no, no.
That's right, Craig. Able-bodied adults who have no dependents. Now, this is where people can come to enroll in the food stamps program with the Department of Family and Children Services in Cobb County. And about 3,000 Cobb County residents who get those benefits are now under new requirements. We met Kiara Thomas applying for food stamps at the Cobb County DFACS office. She's got a child, but says those who don't have dependents still need help.
I mean, not everybody can work. And it's not that easy to find a job.
It's easy to find a job. Stop your fucking attitude and just work and you'll be fine. It's just you're a lazy fat bitch.
Nowadays.
About 6,000 food stamp recipients in Metro Atlanta are now required to find work or get into a job training program after getting the benefit for 3 months. Those affected are adults who have no dependents at home.
They are not incapacitated in any way, or they don't have a mental or physical disability that's documented and or could be observable.
But the Legal Aid Society says that group may include those who
if you ever go down to Cobb County, Georgia,
still unemployable.
For veterans who may be partially disabled due to PTSD, they would not be exempt.
So far,
Look, all they're saying is get some sort of employment, not full employment. Now look, when it comes to the veterans, I'm actually fine with giving them a free ride, but I don't consider that goddamn a handout. I consider that fucking payback or repayment. I won't call it payback, I'll call it repayment. Them I'm fine with. Them I don't give a shit. They earned their free ride for life.
3 counties in the metro Atlanta area are affected: Cobb, Gwinnett, and Hall. But DFAC says more counties will join them as federal exemptions to the requirements expire now that unemployment is below 10% for each affected county. Legal aid worries some of them will go hungry while looking for work.
It can be a
looks like most of them are straddling the obese line.
job-seeking activity for a period of time.
These are not the welfare queens that people sometimes talk about. These are very real people who maybe
Well, it looks like you could skip a meal or two, bitch.
looking for work or trying to find work. They're struggling.
No, they're not. Sorry, just no, they're not. And we'll do this one. Georgia pandemic food stamps.
Hey everyone, this is Toya. I'm just on here just to make a quick video, okay, about the pandemic food stamps. I encourage everyone to apply, okay? Everything is done online. You be approved like within a week. I'm telling you, even if you work full-time, part-time, or if you don't work at all, I'm telling you, they approve almost everyone for the pandemic food stamps, okay? Because I get them, I work full-time, and I have 3 kids, okay?
And probably no husband. And I'm supposed to pay for your dinner. Boy, these people better pray to God that people like me never actually seize power. Because the first thing I'd be cutting, food stamps. Gone. Or, no, actually, no, not gone. Take the back. Not gone. But very restrictive. You'll live, but you'll hate it.
And also Medicaid. They give my kids some Medicaid now during this pandemic. They get
You have to get a third-party downloader. I use 4K downloader, and it just goes into whatever file you tell it to go to.
Get Medicaid, all 3 of my kids and myself. I can't believe it. They approved all of us for food stamps and Medicaid. Okay, it's not hard to qualify. They're gonna call you once you apply. They'll call you within, I say, a week. Ask you 3 or 4 questions, and that's it. Okay. When I tell you, since March, I have not spent no cash money on groceries. Now, sometimes we eat out. Of course, I spend cash money, you know, when I don't feel like cooking. But for as going to the grocery store spending money, no, I have not spent anything.
I hate you so goddamn much, you stupid black bitch. I fucking hate you. You're robbing taxpayers. You know what? Fuck it. There's the reparations. These are the reparations.
Fuck you. Cash money. Because they, like I said, you get the full benefit of food stamps during this pandemic. Okay? They give to you twice a month. They give you some on the first. And like I said, maybe like in the middle of the month, they give you some more food stamps, y'all. So you get them like twice a month. Okay? Like I said, even if you work full-time, part-time, kids, no kids, I encourage you, apply for food stamps. Even if you think you don't need it, I'm telling you, they come in handy. I'm telling
Yeah. Till taxes go up, bitch.
Telling you. What else? Like I said, apply for food stamps and Medicaid if you don't already have health care. Okay? Like I said, they're approving almost everyone. Like all my friends I told to apply for food stamps and Medicaid, even with the ones with jobs, they got approved. They're still calling me now, thanking me for, you know, giving them a heads up or whatever. Okay? So y'all let me know when y'all apply and when y'all get approved. So comment below.
Please save this video so that when I report her sorry ass to the government, this can be administered as evidence.
So people can see that, you know, there are improving people. Okay? Okay, guys, thank y'all for watching. And please like, comment, subscribe, and share my video. Okay, y'all? Like I said, I just started my YouTube channel.
By the way, her YouTube channel is Toya's Cooking and More. It should be Toya's Robbing the American People Blind and More. Let me give her a nice thumbs down, and we're done with that one. Oh, shit. All right. Let's do some terrible woke poetry. Well, Now we'll try the newest one, War Paint. Like, hopefully I can make fun of it.
My favorite lipstick is a Technicolor Indigo Prism Purple. The kind of color that makes a 3D movie out of my lips. My lips are a neon open sign. They are never closed and always have something to say. Boys say purple.
Okay. Does that mean you gonna suck my dick or what?
Lipstick is for alien girl weirdos who long to be unacceptable, that they will not give in to a color that their limited male gaze does not approve. These same boys.
Let me tell you something about men. We might not be into purple or black lipstick, but a girl willing to blow us, yeah, we can make an exception.
Will call us queens of deception with our contour and porcelain and pretty. They will watch us at the bathroom mirror and say, you don't have to wear all that makeup for me. And the first thought in my head is, hey, asshole, who the fuck said I was doing any of this for you?
Okay, you're single, living with cats, and you're going to die alone.
You don't even know the difference between Wet n Wild and Kat Von D. The pure victory, a perfect winged eyeliner that didn't happen 3 hours and 17 makeup wipes later. That Beyonce flawless, I woke up like this feeling we dreamt of as little girls, watching our mothers put on lipstick for the first time, calling it sanctuary. This female face is sacred in a world where nothing else is. This is prayer, a parable written for every part of me, my nose, my cheeks, my lips, my eyebrows, my eyelashes that stretch to the top of the Sandia Mountains, revealing the Burka sunset that lives in my eyes. Call me gospel. This is ritual with every brush and stroke. You want to know how I got this look? Girl, I learned how to glow up from Artemis herself. Call me goddess of the battlefield because I slay.
Is this poetry or just rants?
This isn't child's play. This is motherfucking war paint. This ain't no battle scar concealer. I wear my mistakes.
Oh, for Christ's sakes, if you got slapped across the face, you'd fade away. Hey, at least that rhymed.
Loud, like I'm royalty, princess of destroying the patriarchy. I'm not wearing purple lipstick for anybody.
The patriarchy heard your challenge. We laughed. Then we had hot dogs. And then we laughed again. And that was the end of it.
But me, because it makes me feel like Xenon girl of the motherfucking 21st century, because I am always 2 steps ahead, living in the future, in a world where everyone is less concerned with the threatening color of my lipstick today and more concerned with the havoc of my lips. You see, we women are storm conjurers in strength like you've never seen when you chain us to your societal standards and your fear of all that we could become.
Well, then why is it that women always seem to break at the first sign of trouble? Again, you're on the Titanic. That motherfucker starts to go down. You put that shit in pigtails, and you're on that first lifeboat out. Meanwhile, I, being the male, just have to stay with, the 3 guys whistling Dixie on cellos. No, you think womanhood, you think being a woman is unbridled superpower? Then show it. Fight! And I mean really fight. I mean put yourself in harm's way. But no, you don't. Anytime that happens, that little stupid fucking bun turns into pigtails, and it's save me, I'm just a girl.
Remember that the only one stronger than Samson was Delilah. Remember that we were never doing any of this for you.
I didn't ask you to do a damn thing for me. Women usually don't wear makeup to impress their man. They're wearing it because it makes them feel better. But then again, there's a cadre of feminists that say they shouldn't wear makeup at all. Now, one of the nice things you could do for your beta bitch soy boy boyfriend to maybe have a slim chance of his dick being able to rise, because Lord knows soy has shriveled his balls up to raisins, is to try to look sexy. You could try that. If you don't want to, that's fine. I don't give a shit, because you're already on the slow boat to catdom. Okay, this is 90 seconds. An erasure elegy for my mother's memory. When a title is that complicated, you know it's gonna suck.
A self-erasing elegy for my mother's memory in 3 parts.
No comment, YouTube.
1. After track practice in 6th grade, my mother forgot to pick me up after school. I walked 5 miles home as the light died. She says it's nothing, a momentary lapse, nothing for me to worry about. We forgive this forgetting because it is all we know how to do. We pray.
Okay, so your mom was a drunken whore. Fine.
Pray to God to fix this, to let us know what is going on. God says inactive thyroid. God says multiple sclerosis. God says no matter.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! If she had MS, she may have had a legit reason why she couldn't pick you up. In which case, where was your father? Oh, that's right, I know where he was. Nowhere. Oh my God. This is why single motherhood needs to be actively fought against. And Jesus Christ, or at least the single parent home needs to be actively fought against.
Medicine can cure this, but pills can halt the progress. My mother quits her job at the bakery because she can no longer lift the cakes. Because her mind only sometimes exists in snatches of time and conversations if she forgets to take her medicine too. After my mother forgot me, the light died. She said,
Okay, again, you're an adult man blaming what probably was a very real hurt while you were a child. But you're an adult man. Again, you know what? Fuck it, I'll get real. I had issues with my own mom. Guess what? I got the fuck over them. I don't have a time machine to go back until 1991, Dave's mom, on how this will turn out. Life isn't about living in the past, dude. Life is about moving the fuck on. And your mom had MS. I mean, Christ's sakes. My mom had a very bad disease. I was more concerned about her living.
does nothing.
Now, granted, she got it when I could drive a car, but I was more concerned about her being around, you know, above ground.
Worry about this forgetting because it is all we do. We pray. God says no. My mother quits because she no longer exists in conversations if she forgets to take her medicine. 3. The light died. She says, worry about this forgetting because God exists to take her.
What in the fuck was that? So your mom's dying of MS, and you're pissed off with it. Yeah, maybe that's why you're dressing like a girl now. Also, where was your goddamn dad? Do you know who I lent on for strength when my mom was sick? It was my father. Jesus fucking Christ, it's all about goddamn you, isn't it? I fucking hate people like this. I fucking hate these selfish cocksuckers that think every goddamn fucking thing is about them. Oh, my mom had MS and she forgot to pick me up from soccer practice or whatever the fuck it was. If it was alcoholism, I might be on the guy's side. But no, it was something she didn't cause, she didn't ask for. And I guarantee you there's no dad in that fucking home. I just get so fucking annoyed with this shit. Yeah, the world ain't about you, dickhead. Yeah, you're right. You're goddamn right. I am actually a selfish son of a bitch. But I'm not so selfish to think the entire fucking world revolves around me. There's other people I need to worry about. Now, these are usually some close friends and family members. The rest of the world can fuck off. This bitch can fuck off.